It's time for Dents and Dreams, a paintless dent repair podcast focusing on how you can use the fruits of this wonderful trade we call PDR to achieve your wildest dreams. I'm John Vidine, your friendly neighborhood dent reaper and host of Dents and Dreams. Now, let's get started. Let's get started indeed. Today is the first ever AM edition of Dents and Dreams. And we have none other than Crystal Ellison of PUSHMETAL Gear and CD Dents. And she is, what do I say here?
It's just me.
Industry.
I mean, there's nothing to say. It's just, it's just me. Well, in this box of excellence. No, just joking. Cheers.
You joke, but there's more truth to it than
I know. Maybe a little bit.
Than most people realize.
Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of cool.
Yeah. So I'm sure most people here know who you are, Crystal, but give them the 20-second, 30-second. Who the heck is Crystal Ellison?
Who the heck is this girl on the screen?
Oh, I forgot one thing. You do that, I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, everybody. For those that don't know me, I'm Crystal Ellison. We have a brick and mortar here in Midland, Michigan. My husband and I run this business. It's CD Dents. I also own PUSHMETAL. So if you've heard of PUSHMETAL gear, that's me. And I am also about a approximately 14-year technician. Oh, I like it. Switching gears. And I am an ARC master certified technician. I also am ARC Hail certified. And just me. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a tech, I'm a leader. And we have now developed business workshops that we utilize in the paintless dent repair industry and now into my own local community. So that's me in a very nutshell version. I have 22 years in the car business and here I am.
Wow, that was pretty good. You forgot to mention the words genius and overall awesome human.
Well, I mean, if it's coming from somebody else, it doesn't seem like bragging, but I'll just double back and say, yes, thank you.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you are doing the PUSHMETAL workshop version 2.0 coming up.
Yes.
When's the date on that exactly?
That is October 15th and October 16th. So last time we had it, we had a 3-day event. And of course, the consensus was we wanted to, show people tricks, we could share ideas from tech to tech while people were here. And we had Robert Castillo here with Camado as well. But this time I really wanted to do a few different things. We've lowered the price for the workshop, cut it into 2 days, and it's strictly a business workshop. That's it. We are not going to be on strictly business. So we are not going to be on metal. It's really dissecting the business topics, and that's it.
Yeah. And for me personally, that was the most valuable part of the workshop in my mind. And, speaking of overall value, I got a couple of guests here. So I want to bring them in one by one. And
Perfect.
We can talk to them about how the workshop went for them. First and foremost, my own technician. He works with me here in Minnesota, and he's been with me just over a year now, and he is killing it. But his name is Zach Stone, so I'm going to bring Zach in first, and we'll talk to him. What is up, Zach?
Hey, Zach.
What's going on? How's it going?
Good. Nice
Super
to see you
duper.
again.
Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
doing sitting in the truck, man? You should be.
Oh, we're just
You
ready
should
to
be.
go.
You should be pushing metal, bro.
We're ready to go. We are ready to go.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Do you want to give a short bio on Zach? Who is Zach?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Zach Stone. I'm from Minnesota, just north of John, but I'm a 21-year-old, 1-year tech. I don't know much else to say. I went to the PUSHMETAL workshop. I think that was in like December, wasn't it? No. When was it?
I think
can't
it was
even remember.
last. It was last October,
March.
wasn't it?
No,
Oh, it
it
was
was
March. It was
Mhm.
March.
Yeah.
Man,
And you
so
know,
many things.
the business part of it was pretty cool. I don't know if John was smart, he probably wouldn't let me go to those type of things because I learned quite a bit from there. And directly after that, just from all the people that were there telling me what to do and how to secure accounts. Right after that workshop, I got to work and secured 2 accounts, which was much needed, but it was all good information, and all the people, the Cam Otto, Woody Koss, and Cliff Ramadin were all there. It was super cool, but the business side really opened my eyes to how many people you actually know in your your family little tree, you know. So I thought that was really cool and definitely useful information for the PDR technician looking to build their business.
Now,
Yeah.
I had a question while we're kind of on that topic. So, the 6 topics that we had, Zach, community. I'll do a quick rundown for anybody that doesn't know. What the format was is we had 6 topic discussions and worksheets. I've customized original worksheets to piggyback off this. So community equals connection, create the yes moments, your gifts are your success, break the chains in your business, accountability is your responsibility, and you are the answer. And then, of course, we had breakaway accountability sessions, right? Out of the topics themselves, Zach, I'm curious if there was one or more that really connected with you, differently or resonated with you differently, either in the moment during the event or when you left, when you had your notes, or any type of accountability conversation with us or the team leaders here.
I would say definitely creating the yes moments. That's like the biggest thing, I feel like. And then the accountability, when you called me, it was like a month or 2 after the workshop. After that, something just sparked in my head, and obviously shortly after that, John had to leave to Indiana to go chase Hales, so I kind of really had to step up to the plate and take over everything that he had. But creating the yes moments, kind of securing dealerships, securing sales and stuff like that, kind of I don't know, it kind of just clicked with me as like an aha moment type deal, that I don't know. I'm not good at this type of stuff, but it was a really great workshop, and hopefully we can be back in December or October.
Yeah, perfect. Well, and I think what's important for everybody to know is, sometimes in the PDR industry, we go to these great, seminars and workshops and meetups, and there's different elements that you pull out on education, on a whole lot of different facets, right? But there's not a whole lot of discussion on how to connect with your community, right? So
No.
the 3 main topics that we discussed was community, connection, and brain fart. I forgot the other one, accountability.
Yep.
And when you hold those 3 categories, whether you're talking about the discussion topics that we went over, but when you hold them near and dear to you and really dive deep and dissect these categories, you really can do some mighty things in your business, in your community. And we cannot, there's some markets that you can just throw money at, right? And create lead generation systems and Facebook ads and Google and, all of those things. But, this is really this workshop is really just to help people create a new thinking and create some pathways of connection within their own local community that goes beyond the face value of what they see online or the reviews. This is a piggyback on top. This is a cherry on the top to help you guys understand how to connect better in your community with these 6 topics. These are topics that, have worked for us and fast forwarded us in a manner that, all the advertising in the world didn't help us get to that level alone. So connecting with your community is huge. When you create those yes moments in your community and connect in a different manner that we're really not taught in the PDR industry, it changes the game for you. I know it has for us.
Yeah, I would say it definitely has changed the game for us here. And Zach, he did create those yes moments, and yeah, he's got out of that fury of activity after we got back, he's got 2 really solid accounts that we're still working to this day. And there was several others that he billed at, and some of them just weren't a good fit for multiple different reasons, whether it was us or them or both. But and then the accountability piece, when you made that phone call, it couldn't have been more well timed. It just worked so perfectly because I was leaving for Hale, and Zach did. I mean, he fucking killed it. And I'm serious, Zach. Like, there's no way me at 1 year could handle what you're doing now. And I want you to fully understand. And if I'm not good enough at this, I'll try to get better. But really, I am super proud of you, and I think you're crushing it. And I can't thank you enough, and I can't thank Crystal enough. Like, all these things that we're doing, it's just working so good for us here locally, and I think anybody would be foolish to miss out on an opportunity like that. So I just wanted to say that. Just wanted to say that before I let you go here, Zach. You're crushing it, and super proud of you. But
good job, Zach.
But that being said, get your ass back to work, bro. What are you doing staring at your phone all day?
We're gonna. Don't worry.
Cool. Yeah. Well, no, thanks for coming on here, and much appreciated.
No problem.
And I know it's a little outside your comfort zone, but we talked about that at the workshop.
We talked about that at the workshop, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm gonna let you go. Get a cup of Joe and do your thing today, and we'll talk soon, I'm sure. And we're gonna bring in our next guests here. So thanks again,
Sounds
Zach.
Good. Thank you, Crystal, for everything, and thanks, John.
You.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Cool. Good old Zach. Gotta love that kid.
Good old Zach, killing it.
Yes, sir. So I think that'll bring us to our next guest. He is out of Myrtle Beach, and what else can you say about this guy? He's a top flight PDR technician,
yes.
And he's always willing to give a little extra when it comes to repairs or business or anything else. So I want to bring in a good friend of mine, and thanks to some of these events and workshops, I've got to hang out with him a lot, and he's none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Dave
Detloff.
How you doing, Dave?
What's up? How you guys doing this?
We're pretty good. You're a little choppy, though. Uh-oh. Let's hope.
Oh, boy. It's too early in the game for that. There he is.
Yeah, really. Hopefully it should balance out. My internet's usually pretty good here in the shop.
Yeah, you're sounding great now. You're sounding great. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling awesome, man. I'm feeling great this morning. I had a cancellation this morning, but then I had a customer for tomorrow with a big repair drop off early. So no bubbles, no troubles. Just keep on rolling.
Love it, love it. No bubbles, no troubles. You make
Got
me
to catch
want a beer. It's not
got
even
a
noon.
little bit of Zach there, the technician with the best porn name in the PDR industry.
Oh no. I'm gonna go with no comment on that.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Too good, too good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Where'd
well,
that come from?
You
Tom-
struggling? Moving on here. Let's get going. Dave, workshop.
Yes.
We're talking about the Push Metal workshop coming up.
Yep.
All right, John, you good?
yes.
All right,
we're
you
very
go
good.
ahead. You take over.
Yeah, so PushMetal Workshop, the version 2 is coming up October 15th and 16th over at
Yes.
Crystal's. Obviously, Dave, you were there with us for the first round here in March. And hello, Cone. Hello. Oh, I think that's supposed to say John. Hey, August, what's up? Typos happen. Anyway, so you were there with us in March, had a great time, learned a ton, personally myself. And I'm just wondering, when you got back to Myrtle Beach, got back to your shop, what were some of the action items that you hit that got you moving in the right direction?
You know what? Honestly, I know it sounds kind of generic and cheesy, but everything about the workshop was just awesome for me. I was there more for the business than the metal. So I think that, I still, and, 22 years experience in this industry, and I've only been actually running my own business for the last year. I've always been the worker for somebody else. I spent 15 years working for the big monster company, and then I was an independent hail tech that was, still working for other people. So for me, it was a huge and awesome kick in the ass to, just to get a better business perspective on the industry, is something that I personally was lacking, and couldn't say anything better about everything that I got out of the workshop. I still picked up some good tips too when it came to pushing metal, just, from kind of being around. I let the newer technicians that needed more metal experience with Woody and Cliff kind of take that on, but I was still in the background listening to the way they were explaining things to the newer guys. And I mean, I am always learning something in this industry. Every time I get to work around a new technician, try to pick up little things that they may do a little bit differently than me, try to add that to my skill set. And it was just an all-around great experience for me. I think anybody, regardless of what your level of experience is in this industry, should go. The camaraderie was awesome. I came back on fire. I really did. And
Can I just brag on Dave? Go ahead, Dave. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm going to brag.
No,
on
not
you
at all.
in a
So
minute.
there's probably I've attended a few events in the last couple of years, knowing that I was going to be transitioning my business from hail to local, and I have to easily say that the Push Metal Workshop was the best one that I've been to.
We appreciate that for sure. Something that I enjoyed seeing specifically for Dave is the action steps were taken to a whole new level when he got home. So the things that we discussed in our breakaway accountability group meetings, individual meetings, he took the action steps that we discussed, achieved them, and then dominated that, right? And then here's the key thing too, you guys, for you guys that's watching. I'll pretend like you're not here for a second, Dave. It's not just him and it's his wife, right? So Dave sent me this really cool screenshot of, in a nutshell, I don't know what the scoop was. I don't know if you weren't available or out, servicing an account or whatever, but his wife had gotten a hold of the workbook. Do you remember that?
Yep.
And Dave had, we leave space for note taking and, all of that fun stuff. So she got a hold of it and gained perspective on his notes. And she took her own action steps and brought that to another level. So now you've got husband and wife as a power team taking action and dominating on that, right? So that, overall, outside of the phone calls that you and I have had, Dave, on progression and changes that you guys have taken in your own local community, and the dynamic between you and your wife and the discussions that you guys are having, once you guys, kind of dissected and peeled back this really cool onion, in your own ecosystem, and how you guys have progressed has been a really cool thing to watch in such a short amount of time. So congratulations.
And that was such an unexpected extra carrot to take out of that workshop, because not trying to take too much time on personal things, but our entire marriage has been me chasing hail.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I met her where she grew up when I was working a storm in Maryland, and this is the first true year that we have really spent together full time without those levels of separation. And the fire that she has gotten to be part of the business and to learn more and to spend as much time as she can in the shop outside of her job and her duties as a mom has really helped us come a lot closer together on a personal level. And that is something that I never expected to take out of that workshop, but it's something that I will cherish forever.
Yeah, well, and the cool thing is when we have these variables that we feel stuck, when we talked about break the chains in your business, we're here to get personal, right? Because it's not personal life and business, it's your life. You're either in it or, out of it. You either want to rock your everyday and what everything is inclusive in that day, or you don't, right? And so when we talked about break the chains in your business, we discussed a lot of things. And my whole thing is we see technicians in the forums that are coming off the road, don't know how to connect with the community, right? Don't understand the baby steps to take. They're like, I'm going to have to spend all this money in advertising. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do this, head trash. And the advice that I can give everybody that's wanting to change or you feeling stuck, come peel back your onion with us at the workshop, because when you can dissect what we dissect here, life changes for you. And it's not because of something that we're doing or we're giving you this, magic potion that says, here, take this, and you have to do it. Okay. So you have to peel back these things, dissect these categories with us, and then go back and put action steps to them. And then it's my job to help you stay accountable, because I do call you and we do discuss these action steps that you committed while you were here in the moment. So it's a really nice follow through on the steps. So these excuses of, here, let's throw out a couple excuses. Let's go around, John and Dave, let's each come up with 2 excuses that I call total bullshit based on what I know for a fact. And Dave, you know for a fact, and John, you probably know for a fact. You've been here, you've seen, you're doing, okay? So here's 2 good excuses I've seen in the forums in the last 2 weeks. There's no business. I've been doing it too long. There's nothing left, and I'm going to quit. I'm going to sell my tools. There's no opportunity. Can't figure it out. I'm done. Lazy effort in my book. Yeah. Number 2, I mean, if you're not passionate about it, right, then move on with your life. But if it's anything else, you got to switch gears and you need help, okay? And we can help you with that. Number 2 is, Biden's really screwed up everything. The cars aren't available in the car lots. The sky is falling once again in the industry. Bullshit. Okay. There is so many opportunities right in front of your face that you don't need to chase, but you got to start getting real with yourself and real with the immediate opportunities in front of you and start there. And sometimes that means hitting the reset button. And actually, it doesn't take that much effort, but you have to put some steps into a plan. And when you leave this workshop, as long as you're true to what your accountability steps are, you will leave, you will go home, and you will start making it happen in some type of level. So my job and my role in the workshop, and Dave, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, is to help clean this out, and attempt to show you the puzzle pieces that are immediately in front of you and meet you where you are, and help you understand that there's a pathway. And what do the opportunity pathways look like specifically for you, and what action steps can you take so that you can start moving in the right direction in this particular season of your business?
I mean, honestly, the possibilities are endless. And if you, I mean, you're going to get out of this what you put into it. That's, you know, Crystal, you're a hard ass in the best of ways. You're going to hold everybody accountable. Bullshit needs to be called. And that's probably one of the most important things that I needed myself. For me, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like it was easy, but I just felt a little, I felt a little lost, and I just felt a little like a little lack of confidence in myself because of where I was with my level of experience and being so new to being a true business, looking at the business side of it. To me, the workshop was like, it gave me a lot of confirmation just to be around like-minded people that actually care and have morals and values. And it made me leave there knowing that I am heading in the right direction. And the pathways I took from there, I came home. I know this doesn't work for everybody because every market and every area is different with the way they run it. But we joined the Chamber of Commerce. We started making some connections in the community. Just started really trying to network more with the body shops, window tint shops, detailers. Myrtle Beach, we're a small big town, a big small town. Everybody knows each other. I get so many referrals now are coming from people that I don't even remember if I've met in person. Oh yeah, you did work for so and so, and he gave me your number, or all these things. And connecting with community has been awesome here, because in Myrtle Beach, local businesses like to help each other out. I had a customer come in from a local Title Max, and they're putting together a packet of services and information to give out to their customers, especially people that are new to the area. So I've reached out to a couple real estate agents. Now this particular avenue hasn't gone as far as I would have hoped that it could. Because this is such a transient area that's growing so fast. I've been trying to reach out to a couple of real estate agents and say, hey, would you be interested in putting a welcome packet together for your clients when they move here and they're new to the area? They don't know where to go get their car fixed. They don't know where to go for, certain things and certain different services. And, it's just another way to connect with your community and let people get to know who you are.
Dave, I'm making a quick note real quick on real estate agent dynamic, because I don't know if you know or not, but one of our speakers that we're having is a local real estate guru, and she's going to be here. So she's going to be speaking about connecting factors in the community, because they kill it. So, and she's a friend of mine, and she's, part of a referral group that I was with when I was attending BNI on the regular. So I will take some extra notes for you from this workshop, because I know that you can't, be here. So I'll take some notes for you, screenshot those, and send those to you. And
there's a very, very, very small possibility that I might be able to make it happen last minute and get up there, but it's going to be really hard for me to pull off.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, don't stress about it. So I'll make some notes. And something that's cool, you guys, is when you you can convey message on marketing. You can do some really cool, nifty things. You can pay people to do those things. But when you sit in front of other, like you said, Dave, other small businesses and other people that get it, and they see your passion, the love, and the value points that you have, and you connect with them, they're going to do a lot of the job for you that your marketing may not do. There is a lot of times where people will come in and say, oh, I seen an ad, right? But then I was talking to my neighbor about something, and oh my gosh, he said that he used you too. Boom. They're in, they're not questioning anything. We don't have anybody that really comes in and questions price. Like, they already get the value. We usually, most customers that come in hit a touch point of, we were referred. If they're not outside of a repeat customer, they were referred and they seen us online somewhere. And sometimes there's the trifecta, right? So when you talk about branding and you're hitting flat press or media, and then somebody sees a video or reads a review, and then they are around the bonfire with their neighbor drinking a beer, and they're like, oh shit, I got this dent, and they're like, oh, I use CD Dents. That just reiterates literally everything for you. Or when you connect with other small businesses or people in your community to where they literally stop what they're doing to drive a client over to your shop. Who does that? That happens to us on the regular, right? So, when you connect differently, people want you to succeed. The bullshit conversations that happen in our community forums, that everybody's against us and we're on our own island, we got to figure out ourselves. Man, I have got to brag on my own community. I have such a huge team of people in my community and circle of influence, so to speak, that it's unbelievable to me sometimes, the phone calls, the effort that other people put in, because they just like us as people. They really think what we do is cool. The whole I don't want anybody to see me working because I'm uncomfortable. Great. But, if we want to stop the verbiage of people thinking that we pop out dents and suck them out with machines, you better invite people back to watch what the hell you're doing, because when they see what you're doing, they're like, wow, what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh, you're like a metal surgeon. And they're excited. And they leave and they're still excited. They're telling people, because you created emotional baggage to your service for the customer, right? So now you have touched their senses, so to speak, in vision, in how you communicated, and whatever other senses you want to throw out there. I'm kind of coffee ranting, but you guys get the point. Give the customer an experience, create that yes moment, right? And they will come back to you forever for anything. Let you be the filter point in your community for anything auto related. Tell them, hey, I've got, people in the industry all over, an hour radius. If you need, detailing, if you need dent done, no matter how big or small, if you need a referral for this, you need a referral for that, please know that we're, really heavily in our community, Mr. Jones. And people call me constantly. Hey, they keep my card, not just for dents. Whoa. So now I've just created value for that person outside of, our own service. They call an ask opinion. And that might not be everybody's thing, but that works for us, and we're pretty okay in our business based just even off of that.
Yeah, I think that works for just about everybody. I mean, whether you can solve somebody's problem or not, if I have customers coming to me and I'm referring them to a body shop, a glass guy, and anybody within the realm of whatever repair or service they need, whether it has to do with their car or not. But if you're solving somebody's problem, they're going to appreciate that. And then the business owner you send them to is going to in turn remember and reciprocate. And these community connections, it starts small, but the snowball or compounding effect is going to last in perpetuity. I had a guy reach out to me. I mean, I haven't dealt with him for 4 or 5 years. And, now this is turning into, more opportunities for me. And, these things are all going to compound on top of each other. And you have to take the steps and do the things and continue and stay consistent. And then pretty soon you got a big ass snowball rolling down the hill, and things get easier. So
they do.
And if you're genuine about who you are and you're not faking it and you're not trying to bullshit these people, then your snowball is going to roll a lot faster and become a lot bigger than you think.
Yes.
Because you don't have to try. You just do what you do. And if it's natural, then everything else is going to come and, everything else is going to fall into place with it.
Oh, snap. Absolutely true. It looks like we lost Crystal for a second. Hopefully she'll come back in here. But hey, Dave, let's chop it up. While she's gone, we can just talk tools. I got some really cool, I don't know if you saw these little bad boys.
I saw somebody do a little review on those. That looks pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, so they're the Pro PDR Solutions mini lights, and this thing is magnetic, and you can get either. I'm doing everything backwards here. You can get either warm or cool, and it's a great little. You got to do a quick quote, you gotta whatever. It also works really good. It's a really good fade. You can fix anything with it. It's really good close to the edge of a hood or something where it's hard to get that perfect angle.
Yeah, any other light you have is just too wide or too big to get that little gap at the windshield edge of the hood.
Yep. And the battery's all self-contained. It's a USB-C charger now. They upgraded the batteries, and these things are super awesome. I've been loving them. I got one for Zach too. And so yeah, Pro PDR Solutions. They're back in stock, people. Get them while they're hot.
Ooh, I gotta get on that today if they're in stock.
Yeah. You got anything new and exciting you're loving? Oh, Crystal's back. Tool-wise?
Sorry.
That's all right. You just wanted to spin the wheel, so you're in a different position.
It just kicked me out or something. I was watching the Pro PDR Solutions. I'm gonna pick one of those up.
Yeah, they're good little light. Good little light. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I usually don't have room to bring cars into my shop when people just pop in for estimates. So having something like that where I don't have to go outside and mess around with my mini light and suction cups and this and that, just to kind of throw a light on there so you can show a customer what you're seeing and what you're looking at. Those are going to be awesome. I definitely need to get one while they're in. I'm like the warm and cool just to,
Yeah. I'm the worst. I have to buy one of everything. So, but yeah, whatever.
Did you just hear my kid? Did you just hear my kids in the background? That was not me. If you heard a farting sound, just
Yeah.
I just want to let everybody know my kids are here at work. They're down there watching some cartoons, and somebody's making arm farts. It's not me this time. I'm not claiming that.
Tech tip of the week, guys. If you're doing a morning podcast, maybe skip the breakfast burrito, okay?
For me, it's don't take that morning.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Do you guys have any new tools you've gotten recently that has stood out in any way?
The sidekicks from Rick Hummer. I am absolutely in love with those. So I asked to have mine made a couple inches longer than the standard ones, but A1 mistakenly just sent me the standard length, and I have not sent those back yet. And I think I just might keep both of them. You know, because if you're getting really high up into the door, it's nice to not be so close to the window frame on the top. But then the standard length, you can't get down into the middle of some longer doors. So, you know, only a 3-inch difference makes a huge difference on those tools. I did get the straight set of the executioners, the 3-piece, and those are absolutely amazing. I love the way they push on both sides. And I'm not just trying to blow smoke up your ass, John, but a lot of the newer stuff I have bought is from Excalibur and Dent Reaper. The 10-inch here is freaking amazing. I mean, the round side of that pushes so much metal and so clean and so soft. And then you turn around with that sharp tip, and I mean, you could pick a out of I mean, those are amazing. And then I spent a ton of money at MTE on glue pulling equipment, and that is just Cam Auto stuff, Kiko stuff. All of that stuff has been absolutely amazing. Getting a lot more bigger repairs, and just, you know, trying to move more metal faster and cleaner and easier. I got a portable come along pulling post. I just need to put a couple anchors in the floor so I could chain it down. But the motorcycle stand, we have Bike Week out here twice a year, so I'm going to try to, you know, get better at tanks so I can capitalize on that market.
Did you set yours up yet?
No, I just like 2 days ago. I haven't had time to even think about it.
Yeah, man, I got mine on Black Friday and it's still up in the. I gotta get on that.
Setting mine up, because if I don't set it up, then I won't even, you know, I'm going to go to a couple of the motorcycle shops around here. There's a lot of different, like, you know, there's 2 Harley shops, but then there's other repair shops too. I got some, you know, some junk tanks from these guys, and start working on them so I can practice. So yeah, mine's definitely set up.
Start adding motorcycle shops to that snowball, Dave. You'll be really rolling in.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
This is Bike Week. This is Fall Bike Week down here right now. So I'm gonna be out and about this weekend if I can find some time.
Yes, sir. Sounds fun. How about you, Crystal? Any cool new tools you got lately?
Well, I have to get a phone charger, so bear with me. I know I'm on 20%. I did shop at on Chris's van when he was up here the other day from Anson, and I got another hail light. I got my hail lights. I got the Pro PDR, the Chubby HD. Let's see, I got a few different whale tails that I didn't have. Also, what else? Let's see. Hold on. I got to get my charger going, guys. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully Crystal doesn't die on us here.
All right, let me plug in. And then I got some new crease tabs. What is it? The gang green. Like that back there. And then what else? I got all of your tabs, John.
Thanks.
So I'm excited about that. What else? Got some more Glexo stuff. I don't know. I spent like $2,300. I got a bunch of different things.
Yeah. It's easy to spend all that money.
I know.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
It's well worth it, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Super cool. All right. Well.
Super cool.
There you have it. And yeah, if you ever get a chance to hang out with Chris Howe on the Anson van, I highly recommend it. That guy is he's funny. He's fun. He's a fun guy. I like Chris a lot. So
yeah,
be careful.
Super cool.
Like you said, Crystal, it doesn't take long to lighten your wallet when you step on that van.
No, I knew that we were going to be in for a few grand, so ahead of time. So I already mentally prepared myself, so I wasn't in shock. So
yeah.
Yep.
Super cool. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Well, super loving it. Thanks for coming in, Dave.
Yeah,
And
thanks, Dave.
Anytime.
let's get back to work. And yeah, Dave and I we talk and text more than most people know.
Yeah.
So I'll be in touch with you again. And
Yeah, I'll probably talk to you by the end of the day.
probably so. And yeah, super cool. And we should have one more guest coming in here shortly. So we're gonna split out of here with Dave, and we
Thanks for having me, Crystal. It's good to see you and catch up. And I hope you have an awesome turnout for this next workshop.
Thank you.
Honestly, I mean, if anybody's on the fence about it, just do it. I mean, and it's
Absolutely.
even. I mean, if cost is an issue, just remember that this is a discounted rate from where it was the first time, and from what you're driving, it sounds like it's going to even be better. Nothing wrong with time on metal, but it's really not necessary. The business aspect is where this workshop is really at.
Yeah, it's I have it listed just under $700. It's like 600. It's 600 and some change, whatever, 650, 75 or something.
The link should be the first one in the description. I linked to the website here, so you guys should be able to find it in the description here. You can link right to the workshop website, and all of Crystal's contact info is there if you need or have any other questions. But just click the link, click the buy now, and you should be good to go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would tell you, for anybody on the fence, the thing is too, is we are, just to give you a heads up, we do keep it small. So this isn't something you're going to show up, and I have no interest, even if there was interest, to have 20, 30, 40, 50 people here, because at the end of the days, we need to, do accountability breakaways. And we have group discussions, of course, periodically through the days, but towards the end of the day, that's where we do our breakaways, and we sit one-on-one and really go through what action steps, they're going to be taking. And, I don't want to hear, I had to tell somebody last time, I don't want to hear, the ego conversation of what you think.
Uh-oh, we lost Crystal's audio. So
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, did I lose video? There we go. Sorry, somebody was calling. So I don't want to hear stories. I don't want to hear fantasies of what you think you want to do. We want to put those things that you need to be doing into action, period. And we need to have accountability for that. So, and I've got to brag on everybody that attended last time. Every single person did exactly what was on their action steps or more. Every single person. So, money.
I'll pick out my notebook every now and then too. That thing does not just sit in a file folder.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is I'm not going to let it. I mean, Dave and Zach and, the other attendees can attest. You're getting calls from me afterwards. And if you haven't achieved your action step, I will sit on the phone with you, even if it's up to an hour and a half. Let's figure out why you haven't achieved it. Let's backtrack on the things that we discussed. If there's particular topics we need to re-dissect or grasp. And let's get you where you need to be. Maybe you had action step, but that needed to change because of a particular variable when you got home. Okay, great. Let's switch gears, but we still need to hold ourselves accountable and take the steps in the right direction. So you do get calls from me. So I will prepare you guys. If you're not in the mindset, if you think that you're going to come here, and if you're not in the flexible mindset of change and you want to be the adrenaline junkie of, okay, I spent money, somebody's going to fix it for me, somebody's going to do something for me, and I'm going to go home and not doing anything and then bitch that it didn't work. Don't spend your money here. Don't spend your money here. Do not waste your time or mine or the other technicians as we have brainstorming sessions. this is not the place, you know, for you in this particular season. And I've been there where I'm like, I'm going to spend, you know, this $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 and go, and I'm seeking these things, but I go home and I don't ever do anything with it. And then I'm sitting here wallowed in my own, you know, bitch fest mentally, and broken because I can't figure it out. While I wasn't in the season to want actual change, I was fantasizing, but not ever really following through and doing anything about it. So one of my favorite things is to go ahead and call. We put in 3 phone calls to everybody, consistently scheduled out, and kind of hold your feet to the fire. You know, I'm not going to do it for you, but we can have and navigate adult business conversations and help you figure out, maybe you lost motivation. You know what I mean? Okay, great. Let's navigate through that and get you on the, you know, back on the right track. So,
yeah. Well, and I think that's why so many of the attendees, or all of the attendees, did so damn well, because you don't take anybody's shit. You don't accept the BS excuses, and
no.
you know, it helps turn your mind or adjust your mindset to what's really going on. And when you're paying attention to the proper things, and you start moving in the right direction, everything, the snowball grows. And you know what? Speaking of mindset, we have another special guest here that we're going to bring in, and we'll just bring him in. I said mindset already. Everybody has to know. It's Coach Corey K. What's up, Corey?
Hey guys, I'm gonna
What
jump
is
off
going on?
started on this repair. Thank you all for having me. I don't want to take up any of Corey's time and let him say what he's got to say, but I am going to stay on and finish watching this podcast as I work. So everybody have a great day. John,
Awesome.
I'll probably talk to you later, and Crystal, I will definitely talk to you soon as well.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks again, Dave.
Take it easy, guys.
Hey, real quick, guys. I literally just have to text this customer. So if video goes out, I will be right back. But it's a have to. So give me like 2 minutes.
Do your thing. Mm-hmm. Coach Corey K in the house. How you doing, my friend?
Very good. Just starting the day. Drop my kids off at school.
Awesome.
Did you get that American flag in the back there a little bit?
Oh, yeah. America.
All right.
America.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you're out there in sunny California. It's like 8:20 right about now. Just like you said it would be. And you know, we've been talking about the Push Metal seminar here, or Push Metal workshop, for most of the morning. And awesome. You know, Crystal's put that together, and she is, I mean, a master motivator, and she really knows how to get people moving in the right direction. And I would put you in the same category as you have helped adjust mindsets throughout our industry. So, I mean, if there's anybody watching that needs a shift, what would you say? Where can they start?
Where can they start? Wow, that's fantastic. I would say the first place to always start in my mind is beliefs. If I had to put a definition to it, everybody's gonna be in a different situation, so it's hard to like blanket statement. But you'll basically never get anywhere or be able to move forward or be able to change a bad habit or your business or anything if you first don't believe that you can do so. And so people might say, like, well, how am I supposed to believe it if I've never done it or anything like that? So the way I would define a belief is basically saying something to yourself so many times that you believe it's true. For example, there's people out there in the world that believe that, I don't know how political I want to go, believe that the earth is flat is the example I used at Mobile Tech Expo. They believe that. You can't tell them they don't. They've told themselves so many times that they believe it's true. So what that means is you can believe anything. It doesn't actually have to be true. So you can believe you're capable of building $1 million business. It doesn't actually have to be true in that moment. You can still believe it. So that's what I would say. Start first is believe that you can make that change or do that thing you want to do and go from there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Belief is huge. And I believe that anybody who attends Crystal's workshop is going to come out a better business owner and with a bigger snowball as the metaphor continues. But yeah.
Look,
So
I if put people in this friendly headlock. If people come with, like you're saying, the mindset of you're ready to go, and you're ready to show up for yourself and be the answer for you and your community and your foundation. If you are in that mindset, that's where I would say then you are in the season to be at, for example, our workshop. If you are not in that season, it's probably going to be a waste of your time again. If you are questionable, if you are in that season, call me. Okay, because this isn't a pump up session. Okay, it's time to get to work. It's time to get to work to get you where you want to be outside of the frustrations. It's time to get to work to help build your future, right? And sometimes that looks like baby steps. Sometimes it looks like leaps and bounds. But you have to make the decision to say yes to yourself, give yourself permission to succeed. And you have to have the action steps and accountability, period. So if you can handle that, you're going to be just fine. So.
Yeah, can I say something about you, Crystal? I mean, we've connected just online over the last year or so, had several conversations about your workshop.
Good conversations, don't we?
Some good conversations, yeah. They're fun.
Yeah.
And so I think that's exactly what, I don't know if you really like branded or labeled yourself a coach, but that's exactly what a coach does. Some people have this thing where it's like, they think that they're just going to be like, you can do it, believe that, like, dream your big dreams and, you go get them, Tiger, like that kind of stuff. But that's not what you're intending to do. That's not what I do. What the purpose of someone in your position going to the workshop or someone hiring me as their coach is so that they can be called out on their bullshit. It's so that when they say these things like, oh man, I don't really think that it's, I'm capable of growing my business in this area because of this competitor, or because of the weather, because of all this, for us to say that's a limiting belief, that is garbage, that's not true. Tell me why you can, not why you can't, type of stuff. And so the purpose of you going to the workshop, again, like you just said, is not to go there and feel pumped up and feel like I can do anything. It's to really figure out why you aren't already doing those things so that you can get over them. And
right.
You're great at that. You're amazing at that.
Well, thank you. And because what happens, Corey, you leave a place, where you're feeling like this, your adrenaline, everybody's, stroking your ego and how good of a technician you are. You can do it, you can do it. Let me coddle your ego and your pride, right? Which there's a place for that. And then you leave and you go home and you don't have those people doing that. And then you're back to that deflation stage. And so if that is what people are going to give you and that's what you want, that's what you're going to get out of it. If you want to start peeling back that onion and dissecting, the layers and really figuring out, okay, I need a new path. I need to hit the reset button and validating that for yourself. You're really going to get, like Zach has said, and like Dave has says, you are going to find your aha moments. And every single, Corey, I was telling a little bit earlier with John and Dave, every single person that came to the workshop either achieved their action steps and are progressing, or they achieved them and they're dominating things on top of that. That is success.
100%.
That of success.
Yeah.
In my book, anyways.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
I think I go ahead, Joe.
Well, I was just gonna say that is success, and that I mean, I really hope, and I don't know, and I'm sure of it, but I hope you understand and recognize, like, everybody who went there that is doing so much better now, and because you are not sitting there stroking their ego, because we had hard conversations with people, and we said things to people that they did not want to hear.
No.
But because you're willing to do that and go out on that ledge and be brutally honest, it does help wake people up and get them going in the right direction. And having those action steps and accountability to go with it is so huge. And I just hope people understand that it's not going to be do this, do that, do this. You're the best. Hooray. It's
right. Well,
it's not easy if you want to get something, and there's going to be hard things, and you have to face them and understand that that's going to be part of it. And when you accept that and move past it, that's when things get better and things get easier, is after you are willing to do the hard work.
Well, and the thing is too is, of course we're not doing things like a mean boot camp. Okay.
right.
I feel like people may be like, oh Jesus, John. No.
Sorry.
I mean, but when you have to ask peers or other people around you, the tough questions eye to eye, without the ego and pride cushion conversations around it, that's where the change happens. And when you have people that get this stuff out of here and on paper, we lost John, and verbalize what they're needing to do when we're going over the discussion topics that we're digging into those areas. When you have people, I'm sort of forcing the hand, while the attendees are here, to answer the questions and be called on to answer those questions when it's uncomfortable. And again, we deal with small groups. Everything here is, private. But you either want to change it or you don't. So, here's some, few go-tos. If you're in Corey, I know in your 20 group and, some sessions that you have with people that you coach, for the hail techs that complain every single year, I just want to be off the road. I miss my family. I need that change. The money's great, but I've lost time. Right now I've lost time and I'm ready for that change. Or the Corey, I was talking a little bit about earlier, seeing some of the excuses or trash talk, so to speak, in some of the forums on, oh God, the car lots, they're so slow, there's nothing to work on, and what should I do in the wintertime? Well, you need to be preparing yourself for other opportunity pathways in your business, so that instead of you doing this, right, let me do this, doing good, and then boom, right in the hole. Boom, you're in the hole. Oh, I'm doing good. Boom, you're in the hole, because of other people's variables and your reactive steps are creating that. You are creating that. Okay, that's your responsibility. Another topic we talk about, accountability is your responsibility. We'll really dig into that topic as well. What if your business looked like this? A little shifting, a couple little waves, right? That's where the fun is, right? Because we create these stress points because we never were proactive in the first place to want to make the changes. So you got to start somewhere. So if you're on that cusp of saying, damn, that's my situation, or I'm constantly like this, I'm having to pick up second jobs and third jobs because I can't find the opportunity in my community, or gosh, I'm hiring all these marketing, companies, and gosh, they all suck and absorbing all my money, and nobody can figure it out. Oh yeah, have you stepped outside in your community and connected in any type of way? Have you created any opportunity pathways for yourself, or are you going to keep pointing the finger? That's up to you.
So tell me if this is right. If I could sum up what going to your workshop would be. There's almost everybody out there. I don't want to say everybody, but a large majority of people want to change something about their life. Pretty fair to say. And the thing that they want to change, they actually know how to do it too. Like, information in the world today is easy to find. It's there. Everyone knows how to get 6-pack abs. Everyone knows how to lose weight. Everyone knows how to grow a business. Everyone can figure out how to do Google AdWords. It's all there. The reason why I branded myself as like the mindset person is because everyone wants to change. And this goes for your workshop too. Everyone wants to change. They know how to change, but they aren't, right? That last part is that they aren't doing that. And why aren't they doing that is most likely because they've surrounded themselves with people in their lives that are doing what moms are supposed to do. You can do it, kid. Like, I believe in you. They're not going to call you out on your bullshit and be like, why are you the way that you are? Why are you doing these things? You want to change. You know how to lose the weight. Why aren't you? You know how to grow your business. You know how to leave the hail trail. You say, next time the guy calls for the storm, you say, sorry, I can't do that, building my business at home. They just won't do that because it's hard, it's scary, it's uneasy, whatever that is. And so the purpose of going to the workshop, like Crystal puts on, is not so that you can learn how to do those things, because you know how to do those things. Google it. It's so that you'll actually do it after you leave the thing. That's how I would sum up going to one of your workshops to be like.
Well, and here's one of my favorite parts. When I'm going to review topics for anybody that's kind of jumping in. You've got community equals connection. Create the yes moment. Your gifts are your success. So we really dive into your attributes. What comes natural to you to have you get on your path. Break things in your business. Accountability is your responsibility, and you are the answer. So what's really neat about what I have formulated here, you guys, is, let me just put you up here, is, and then we have an opportunity path worksheet as well. So what's really cool is when you go from topic to topic and we really dig in and dissect, sometimes your action steps can be bouncing from topic to topic. We help you create your action steps that work for you. You go home, you apply them, you get Crystal calling you. Sometimes you discover things about yourself or your business in your process of peeling the onion back on what maybe you thought you wanted to do, you don't want to do anymore, right? Or you think that you have to take care of your business or your pathway in a particular way, but you're like, you know what? I actually learned something about myself in the workshop, or something in my business that wasn't connecting before. And now I can revisit these topics and almost recycle my thought process and dissect that in a different way to find out what works for you on different aspects of your business. So when I created these topics, it really can be a rotating process for you if you wanted to revisit the topics and go through that on your own as well, if that makes sense to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. And I'm just going to, as we're a little bit over time here, which is totally fine because I think a lot of good information being put out here. But to sum it all up, it's as they said in the Matrix. I mean, there's there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you need a little bit of help. Let a coach, let a workshop, let Crystal be your walking stick on the path so you can make your way to, the end of the path and see the glorious views of all things that are a successful business. And,
And Coach Corey K is going to be coming in via video. I've got Jamie Broderick, which is a real estate guru here, locally, that's going to be coming in talking about community connections, because they do a ton of different really cool things in the community. And then I also have, which we had her in last time, my friend Missy from Bone and Bailey Insurance Company. So anybody that was here last time, John, you can attest, having an insurance agent talk about connection factors as an insurance agent, transparency variables in the insurance world, and other, topics, because she stayed, I think, for the whole workshop or one full day, I can't remember, is pretty priceless. So we have 3 guest speakers. And of course, Coach Corey K is going to be there. And you guys know for a fact that's, he's going to be dropping the mic. We also will be giving everybody a PUSHMETAL shirt. We have Atlas tab sets that we're also giving away. And then Anson has divvied in some really cool, nice packages for you guys.
Oh, yeah. Is it the same package as we got?
Yes.
Basically?
Yes.
That's, damn near worth it right there. Just for the tools. Retail value, I bet you, is pretty damn close. So,
yeah.
Really, you got nothing to lose, but
nothing to lose.
But
lots to gain.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's huge. Yeah, definitely go. Anybody questioning it, it's a no-brainer, and I'm already happy for you if you're going. So, yeah, I think that's a great summation. Is there anything we forgot? Anything anybody else needs to add in?
I'll throw in like decision points for people, like you just said, like you should go. There's been a lot of inflection points or decisions when I hired a coach or went to an event or a workshop or something, that when you look, it's always hard to imagine what you would take away from that when you're making that purchase decision. I don't actually know how much it costs, but based off of Anson's stuff, it's a realistic number. It's not $5,000, right? We're talking something in the hundreds. These are the decision points right here when you do something uncomfortable that starts you down that path to doing things that are uncomfortable. The only way you're ever gonna get off the hail trail, the only way you're ever gonna open up a shop, hire an employee, go sell at the dealership, whatever, is if you start doing things that are uncomfortable. And this is one of the first ones. It might be a little weird, like, I don't know, workshop for X number $100. I've never done that. That sounds a little like hippie California bullshit stuff. I don't know if I should do that. But that's the stuff that puts you on the path to start changing, is these little decisions. So I would just consider that. If you feel like resistance from actually purchasing the thing, ask yourself why. It's probably not fear of spending the money. It's probably fear of actually doing the shit that Crystal's going to make you do to change. That's probably what you're scared of.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, guys, and I'm sure people haven't talked to me lately, that kind of cut to the chase. But if you want to, have these things where we're just doing, cute tech meetups and lunch, drinking some beers, hanging out, shooting the shit, there's people and locations for that. That is not my desire here. So if that is your desire, there's people that are setting those up. If you want to, go to tech meetups and learn some, tricks from other technicians, but I can tell you, I'm not doing it for free, and there's value here. And, I'm just going to be very transparent and say that to you. So this is a follow through and a follow-up system that I'm not only and haven't only been bringing to the paintless dent repair industry. It's something that I'm developing and putting to a model in my own local community. So, you know, that's just what it is. So either want the change, let's get you going where you want to be, spend your little bit of money, because we're going to be very intentional here. So if you want to make shit happen, be intentional, take the steps, then this is where you need to be. So hopefully that's, you know, kind of sums up the demeanor in a nutshell. So.
Boom.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. And then
Well, thanks everybody.
is a mic drop.
Mic drop. So, well, thanks for having me on too, John and Corey. It's always good to see you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks for putting it
Pleasure.
together, John. I appreciate the stuff that you're doing for the industry too, and you know, bringing people together to kind of promote this stuff. It's super. I try to do some stuff like that too, and it's super important that we have as many people as possible doing things like that. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, it's, I mean, if one more person hears about this workshop because of our podcast today, I'll feel better about it. And, you know, you guys both do, you know, leaps and bounds above what I do. A lot of my stuff is a little bit more on the lighthearted side of things. And, but I do truly appreciate all of the, you know, you're changing mindsets and you're helping people evolve in this industry, and having a more professional industry as a whole is important. And, you know, I know I know sometimes my actions don't necessarily bear that out, but really when I'm going to work, you know, we're doing it professionally, and you know, Zach can attest to that. We've got our systems in place, and things are. It's important to me that PBR as a whole continues to grow and grow into the right mindset, and I really think, I mean, from the first Coach Corey K podcast I knew you were gonna be helpful in that, and Crystal, you've been doing it probably longer than I've been even involved in the community, and I appreciate what both of you guys do for the community as a whole. So keep up the good work on that, and with that, I'm gonna say, guys, get yourself to the PUSHMETAL seminar. The link in the description, and until then,
Yeah.
live your dreams, people. Let's go.
Bye, you guys. Thank you.
Just wanted to thank you for listening to another episode of Dents and Dreams. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, compliments, or complaints, I can be reached at Dent Reaper across social media. And be sure to subscribe to the Dents and Dreams Facebook group and or YouTube channel, because that's where it'll happen if and when we go live. Thanks again.